I like a challenge. I think more so it's about the battle of being told you cannot do something or it's not easy. Well, of course it's not easy. That's why not everyone's doing it.
We make tough stuff by always tackling the higher difficulty projects, whether it's custom alloys or complicated assemblies. We always want to push the envelope and reach for projects that not everyone can take.
We have multiple certifications to allow us to fly parts to space.
Our horizontals. They can do multi-axis work. And the fourth axis, we have attachments. You can do fourth axis on our 3-axis machine, which will allow us to do a lot more difficult parts.
5-axis machining with lights out capabilities. There's also mill turn, set it and forget it, so you're milling a part and turning it at the same time. We've got quite a few mill turn equipments. We do wire EDM and sinker EDM, Swiss screw machining.
Not just a machine shop, we do have a full service fabrication shop, and that includes laser cutting, welding, MIG, TIG, and a few other processes. We have punching, we have stamping dies, we have press brakes, we have basically the full works.
We can do very complex forming, sheet metal fabrication. Our welding department is second to none.
A new service that we offer is rolling. Just recently bought a heavy duty state-of-the-art roller to support new projects as well.
And even your basic 3-axis and 4-axis machining, we really have it all.
And then the ability to work amongst all our different operating companies, to be able to collaborate, then be able to capture all of the business for a customer. It's a one-stop shop.
I like working with a larger organization and being part of that. It gives us the financial strength and stability, the ability to invest in the kind of equipment that's really essential to our business model.
The benefit of having Compass as our parent company and the sister companies that come with it is the fact that we can offer things that Strom here in the Pacific Northwest can offer, turning, 5th axis. We have those capabilities where we can reach out to our sister companies and have them bid the projects that don't fit our shop.
You can pass around, aid. You can pass around tooling vendors, material vendors, try and reduce costs. We can do that rather well and still be ourselves and use the buying power and the engineering know-how. And when you run into a brick wall, you can ask somebody for help, and they're there to help, and vice versa.
Some of those shops have processes that we don't have here. Some of them are equipped similarly to us. So it just gives me more capacity like what I already have. We can partner with them, take on larger jobs, and at the end of the day, satisfy our customer.
Just recently, we had a new customer come in with a challenging part. Started out as an aluminum block, 800 pounds. We collaborated with our sister company, Gray, to work through the programming, work through the machining. After all the machining done, we ended up with a part that was 40 pounds for our new customer, and it was on time.
Compass makes difficult parts, and usually people think of that as either complicated geometries or very tight tolerances, and that's true. But also, some of our difficult parts are difficult by virtue of the materials we're machining.
We see lots of different things from lots of different customers, different materials, a lot of aluminum, titanium, quite a bit of stainless.
A lot more processing, a lot more specifications that you got to dig through and read through. And even from time to time, cutting materials that nobody wants to get their hands dirty cutting, like Inconels and heat-treated stainlesses.
I wouldn't say that our competitors can't make the parts. I would say that they choose not to make the parts. They choose not to put the effort into machining these parts because of the time and tooling that it takes to manufacture these parts.
We'll tackle anything. I mean, whatever it takes to get it done. Variety of, if we got a 2-op it or 3-op it through machines, we always find a way to make the parts.
Oh, I am proud of the fact that we always consistently trying to figure out the best way to machine this every single day.
Second, we focus on demanding markets, space, aerospace and defense, telecommunications, medical semiconductor, where the requirements for the parts are very stringent.
We look for the prime people to put in the prime areas. We have a very good core group of excellent engineers, machinists, quality people.
We have the top people, the best people looking at it, and on top of that, they'll go back and check again and to make sure it's right, and if it's not right, then make it right before it gets to anybody.
It's one thing to go out and make these parts that are hard. How are you going to measure them? Well, Compass has probably about 10 or 15 CMM machines within their operating companies that allow them to inspect super difficult parts.
Customer service, quality, and delivery is second to none.
We do our due diligence when we look at projects. We make sure that our equipment set fits what they're asking, our skill set fits what they're asking, and we don't give them a whole lot of word salad or word service. We give them the truth about what we can do, when we can do it, and we stand by that. And we do it faithfully, unwaveringly, till the project is done.
We have the ability to provide engineering support to them with their problems.
Attention to detail is probably the best thing. Knowledge and experience helps as well, for sure, but when you get new parts and something you haven't seen before, paying attention to the details is the thing that really helps you pull through.
We're very hands-on, where you're not going to get somebody you don't know, you're going to get somebody that's going to answer the phone, you're going to know us by name, we're going to get back to you right away. Running out on the floor, checking on your parts, knowing the status, right away, because we stay in good communication.
We always do what we say we're going to do. We engineer a good quality part. We're always trying to help out our customers.
We can navigate through a lot of different situations in a very quick way by communicating with our customers through the whole process.
We keep them informed on issues. We let them know when something is going to need to be changed. Overall, we just work very closely together so everyone can make good parts.
Yeah, I recently had a large Fortune 500 company give R&D a Supplier Excellence Award. This company has 800 suppliers that are doing machining for them. 25 of those 800 got to go to a special conference for this customer, and then 5 of the 25 received an award. So the reality is if you look at it, we're better than the 1 percentile when it comes to our customer need, and that's why we got the award.
We've gone through generations of machining. We can see what's changed. So what we did 10 years ago, what we're doing now, totally different. So 10 years from now, from what we're doing now is going to be totally different. And we've got the flexibility to be able to see that and the resources behind us to be able to adapt with the technology.
So we understand that we must satisfy our customers. We're a good shop, but there are other good shops out there. We have a lot of competitors. And without customer satisfaction, we really don't have anything. We do whatever is needed to make sure their needs are met to the best of our ability, more than anything.